knowing a terrorist could be waiting behind any door. That happened to a squad from Kilo Company who was trying to clear a house.
Gunfire just erupted, like somebody set off a whole line of firecrackers.
Corporal R.J. Mitchell was leading another Kilo Company squad down the block.
And we look down the street and see one guy run out wounded, and then another Marine come out of the house wounded up the other way.
With Mitchell and his men was freelance photographer Lucian Reed, who would capture Mitchell's remarkable acts of heroism that day. 5 of the Marines were still trapped inside the house by enemy fire.
Okay, so now you got a bad situation on your hands.
I started organizing my squad, being like, hey, this is what we're going to do. I need your team over here. I need your team over here.
And so Mitchell and his men rushed into the shooting gallery they would later name the Hell House. And as the enemy fired down on them, Mitchell spotted an injured Marine.
That's where I was headed, is into that room, give this guy treatment. Well, the guy upstairs was firing his AK-47, a full automatic, right down on top of us.
Mitchell returns fire, then hears another yell for help. It turns out this came from his best friend, Alex Nickel.
I heard Alex just screaming in pain. I was like, man.
But as he moved forward through the barrage of gunfire, an enemy grenade exploded. Mitchell took shrapnel to his face and legs, but kept moving toward Nickel.
I can see Alex's leg is just trashed. And I tied 2 tourniquets together and wrap it around his leg and tie it extremely tight.
All the while, the enemy kept coming at them.
There's the guy that's in the room, who I thought was dead. I happened to look over, and the guy kind of sat up a little bit, and then he turned his head and looked right in my eyes. So I took him out.
With your knife?
With my knife. With my knife.
Mitchell then realized there was a 3rd casualty in the room, First Sergeant Brad Castle, who was also hit in the leg.
He had a holster for his sidearm. I just grabbed that strap and I pulled it tight, and I was like, First Sergeant, you got to hold on to this as tight as you can.
Worried about yourself, worried about your buddies?
I didn't really care at that point if I made it out of the house as long as they did.
The Marine Corps says Mitchell saved at least 3 lives in the Hell House. It awarded him the Navy Cross, the nation's 2nd highest honor for heroism. And he has the lifelong gratitude of his buddy, Alex Nickel, who lost his leg, but not his spirit.
I probably wouldn't be here today if he wasn't there that day.
In fact, after leaving the Marines, the two entered motorcycle school in Phoenix, Arizona. Today, they plan to start their own Harley business together.
Those are the guys that are worth dying for, and they're very much worth dying for. And that's pretty much what it came down to.
And that's why R.J. Mitchell is an American hero.